A few weeks ago, I posted a video talking about the 6 traits that identify a narcissist. Many of you commented on that video sharing your incredible stories of struggling and suffering through those kinds of relationships. So in this video, I wanted to follow up by delving deeper into this and break down the 5 stages of a relationship with a narcissist. As always, my goal here is to provide analysis so that we can all learn and grow from these lessons. And let's keep using the same example of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry as we look into what makes relationships with narcissists so confusing, manipulative, and ultimately incredibly painful. Stage 1. The first stage of a relationship with a narcissist is being picked out of a crowd. Now, to understand this stage, we have to talk about what narcissists are looking for. They're not looking for love or a relationship with mutual respect and adoration. No, narcissists are looking for power and control. This doesn't just apply to their romantic relationships. This is how they view friends, family relations, and employees. Their overarching desire is to feel like they're the ones in control. In order to feed this need, in romantic relationships, they look for people that will be easy to control and manipulate. The act of picking someone out of a crowd is looked at as a pastime to them because they're hunting for someone that they're going to mark as their next target. As we now know, this is exactly what Meghan did to Prince Harry. She strategically formed friendships so as to get introduced to him. Now, why go for Prince Harry? Well, the obvious answer is that Harry could provide Meghan with increased publicity and an increase in wealth, position, and thus power. But there's one other reason, and that is entirely because of Harry's personality. You see, narcissists look for empathetic people, or empaths, people who have the ability to feel, specifically feel for other people. And interestingly, empaths fall on the opposite spectrum of narcissists, where narcissists feel almost no empathy for other people. This is why narcissists can abandon people easily, from family to friends to long-term partners. So is Harry an empath? It seems like he has inherited his mother's ability to feel deeply for others. He truly cares for the causes that he backs and often shows his emotion publicly. Now, I'm sure many of us have this romanticized desire to be spotted and picked out of a crowd, pulled into the spotlight and made to feel special. It's this desire that narcissists play on. Stage, idealization. Idealization, or what's also known as the golden period, is the time when the narcissist puts us up on a pedestal and makes us feel special and loved. They do this by adopting characteristic traits and becoming the person that they know we will like and later love. They will cold read what we want out of a relationship and reflect that back at us. Meghan did this by quickly recognizing that Harry wanted a humanitarian. Someone who was an easygoing, low-maintenance, down to rough it under the stars in the most remote parts of the world type of person, which is exactly what she put forward. Narcissists will also discern their partner's biggest insecurities and compensate for them by showing us that they see us the way we want to be seen. In Prince Harry's case, Meghan knew he was afraid to be only loved for his title, for his wealth and position. So Meghan right off the bat played up the fact that she didn't even know much about him, that she didn't care what was printed about him or about his status, that what really mattered to her was what was on the inside.
I didn't know much about him, and so the only thing that I had asked her when she said she wanted to set us up was, I had one question. I said, well, is he nice? Because if he wasn't kind, it didn't seem like it would make sense. And
narcissists also use touch, intense glances, smiles to keep their constant adulating attention on us, to show that we're all that matter in this world. And under this gaze, we thrive. We think everything is perfect. And this is where we start to feel love back, because we think we're getting exactly what we need in life. Someone who understands us, loves us, but most importantly, sees us the way we want to be seen. Now, when we start returning the adulation back to the narcissist, they love it. This is exactly what they've been looking for, our love and adulation, for now. And they make the move to make it stick by moving on to the next stage. Stage number 3, paying our dues. This is the stage where narcissists want to make sure that we're prioritizing their needs and desires and paying them back for all the ways that they've made us feel special and loved. They're looking for that love and adulation right back, as well as intense loyalty. If this means that we need to defend them against our family, then we need to comply. If this means we need to prioritize their career, their emotions, so be it. And if this means we need to cut ties with people we love, like our friends and our family, then you know where I'm going with this. In Harry's case, we see him working hard to defend Meghan from all angles. If she wants a particular tiara for her wedding, then he says, well, Meghan gets what Meghan wants. If he has to be somewhere performing royal duties, but Meghan says they need to go to the Lion King premiere instead, where he needs to hustle and get Meghan a voiceover job, then guess who's going to win? And the narcissist won't make you feel like they're winning. At this stage, they're still playing to the personality that they know you want to see from them. So they're not going to convince you to sacrifice things by making demands. Instead, they're going to pull on your heartstrings by making themselves out to be the victim. Look, Harry, look how your family treats me. Look how your friends don't even like me. Look how the British people are being racist. Look how the tabloids are harassing me. And I've had to give up my entire life. My career is not even going anywhere. Now, if we love the narcissist, we want to see them happy. We don't want to see them hurt. No, we want to fix it for them. We want to cover them up and protect them from the world, especially if we have the power to do so. And that's how we're further ensnared. And the narcissist is loving this. We're working for them, defending them, showing them all the love and adulation they could have ever wanted. But after a while, this gets boring. Remember, the narcissist doesn't want love and mutual respect. No, what they want is to feel like they are in control and they have all the power over us. So thus, they will embark on the next stage. Stage number 4, devaluation. This stage is the worst, the absolute worst part of being in a relationship with a narcissist, because it's a roller coaster. There are times when the narcissist will put us down and give us the cold shoulder, the silent treatment, openly flirt with other people, with our friends, ignore calls or messages, and then convince us that it's all in our head, that nothing is wrong. While we're caught miserable, wondering, what did we do wrong? What happened? Other times it will be great again. Rosy, in fact. Not quite back to the love we experienced in the golden period, but still, we're getting some love and some happiness. But before we can let out a sigh of relief, the devaluation is back, and now we're being treated even worse. This period can last a really long time, going back and forth between the good and the bad. And it plays with all of our insecurities because we don't know what's going on, and we didn't expect this from someone we love. So at this time, we will work hard to earn our place back in the narcissist's good graces. We'll become sycophants because we want the good times back. We're addicted. Now, some people escape during this time when it proves way too much to handle. And honestly, well done, because it's very hard. And the narcissist will try to stop you by playing on your guilt, by asking you if you really want to throw all this away, by playing the victim card and saying that they need you, that they're going through a hard time. Or if they're really vicious, they'll convince you it's because of you, it's because of your behavior. If you stay, great. This means the narcissist can continue to feel like they're in control. But again, at some point, they will get bored and they will initiate the last stage. Stage 5, shelving. Shelving is where the narcissist stops looking at us as their primary focus. Maybe they've been with us for a bit or maybe for a while, but now they want someone else to move on to. They could shelve us permanently or temporarily. This all depends on who they find to move on to. Meghan obviously hasn't done this to Prince Harry yet, but she's done it to so many other people, like her first husband, Trevor Engelson, as well as Corey Vitiello, the boyfriend she left for Prince Harry. Now, this can be a very distressing thing to go through, to suddenly be in a relationship or in a marriage and be discarded easily. But honestly, it's the best thing outside of you walking out yourself, because this means you're free. Finally free. Now, the narcissist might attempt a couple drive-bys here and there, sending messages like, I miss you, or thinking about you. This is all meant to keep you on that shelf. They don't want you to move on. They don't want to be with you, but they also don't want you to stop thinking about them. I think this explains why Meghan pulled out her wedding present from Trevor and got caught on camera showing it off. This served the dual purpose of sending Trevor a message as well as making Harry feel devalued. Narcissists just love doing manipulative stuff like this. For all of you that have suffered at the hands of a narcissist, you might be wondering the same thing that I have been thinking. That it sucks that our ability to empathize with others could be so thoroughly weaponized against us. And the answer here isn't that being an empathetic person is a bad thing, that you'll always be taken advantage of. No, it means that people can use your gifts against you. And the more we're all aware of what narcissists are capable of, the more we can avoid those situations and even help people we love that are in the tight grasp of a narcissist. Prince Harry is in a tough situation since he shares a child with Meghan, and she will always use access to that child as a way to maintain control over him. Like when she took Archie away to Canada when Prince Harry was having Megxit negotiations with his family. Just as a little reminder of her control, she has control over a British prince, over Princess Diana's son. While I do think she will leave him, she will never relinquish her control over him.